Hi, my name's Rob Scott, and welcome to another big UC update at UC Summit 2022. So today I'm joined by Mattias Ohde, who's the General Manager at Destiny for Service Providers, and he's going to be sharing his perspective on the UC marketplace, what's hot and what's new at Destiny in 2022. Welcome, Mattias.
Thanks, Rob. Great to be here.
Yeah, good to see you again, and thanks for taking time to talk to me today. I suppose just to kick things off, Mattias, I mean, lots of change at Destiny over the past 12 months. Keen to talk
Sure.
to you a little bit about that. But first of all, what's been dominating, customer conversations the past year, do you think?
Yeah, well, I know from my perspective, I mean, I come from the Soluna part, which is now together with Telepo part of the Destiny group. So my focus has kind of been shifting, I would say, a bit, but on the other hand, Soluna has been targeting service providers for many years as well. But I would say that there are a few things that I keep hearing all the time, and I guess that has to do with innovation and speed. And that means that what we hear all the time, I would say, is the demand for buying things as a service. Before, I mean, looking back like 10 years ago, a lot of the big service providers were actually buying things as a software. But since we live in a time where speed and innovation is moving in a totally new pace, I would say that all our customers and also the ones that we are talking to realize that you need to have this as a service to be able to keep up with the innovation speed. Because if you're about to do a lot of stuff on the inside, it will slow you down. And also connected to innovation, I would say, of course, user experience. To have new services out, not just buy one big launch per year, to actually be able to have constant innovation being delivered to the end users and the end customers every month. Just going like that, because that's how fast things are moving at the moment, and you need to be able to add things, tweak things, change the look and feel depending on the customer's input and demands, and you don't have the time for those big launches anymore. So I mean, as a service and the user experience, that's the topics we hear all the time, and also of course. Uh, which are very good for us, the mobile world, the mobile first concept. I mean, things that kind of started in the Nordics, I would say 10, 15 years ago, has now moved into all the markets, and even I mean, more unmature markets where it hasn't gone that far. Still, the I would say that the buzz about it is enormous, and I guess that everyone sees the potential in it, and they also see that it needs to happen, even in market where it hasn't happened yet. Just as, I mean, people don't buy DVDs anymore; they use Netflix and those kind of services, and that's the same thing. I mean, of course there are desk phones and there are other devices, and there will be for a few more years. But I guess that everyone realizes that the smartphones and the applications for iPads, tabloids, and computers are the dominating part, because you need to have applications and tools that constantly changes and adjusts to the demand of the customer.
Yeah, we certainly are going through a period of change, aren't we? And then, I wonder whether that's, you mentioned innovation and speed, and I just wonder whether that pace of innovation and speed is actually going to slow down a little bit, maybe as a result of the pandemic kind of being kicked into the dirt eventually, I suppose. But we'll see. But it certainly is a fast-paced market. And
But I mean, Rob, there is another dimension to that, because I mean, I guess that if looking back in history, you were only compared with, I would say, your competitors within your industry. But now you don't. I mean, you're not only competing with your traditional competitors. I mean, you're being actually put in another daylight, because people compare you with other services that they use in the day-to-day life. I mean,
Indeed.
people are digital now these days, and they're using applications and software for everything in their life. They're internet banking, their streaming services, the line shopping and stuff like that. And I mean, that's what you're being compared to, and that's why the innovation and innovation pace is and has to really come up.
So, in terms of portfolio products, services, I mean, Destiny for service providers, what's been popular? What's dominating those conversations from a product perspective at Destiny for service providers?
I mean, what we've done actually, creating this unit within Destiny, is actually gathering all the knowledge and services within Destiny Group. I mean, we have the Telepo, of course, but there was also been a huge part within Soluno and other parts of Destiny Group, as well as chatbot services, AI technology, and stuff like that. And we have gathered that under one umbrella, the Destiny for Service Providers. So what we're actually doing now is taking those pieces, those over-the-top services and stuff like that, and putting that into one user experience and one digital layer to make that a more true experience, and to gather things in a more unified way. Even if I think that maybe the word unified was something that you used 10 years ago, but still, that's the core of it.
Good. And in terms of what's coming up in 2022, what's the vision for the business? Any big updates coming through from the company?
Yeah, first of all, you will see a totally new look and feel. I mean, there are some huge potential in doing this in new ways with the new technologies, and then when everything going more and more web-based as well, you're able to actually create some user experience that hasn't been able in the past, and so that you will see. And as I said, we are building a lot of the OTTs that, for example, Soluno has created throughout the last 5-10 years. We are building that into the existing application suite. So things like CRM integrations, Teams integrations, reporting tools, wallboards, omni-channel, those kind of things we're building into the existing application suite for one look and feel. And also what has come from Soluno, another part of the Destiny Group, of course, is the digitalization layer for service providers to be able to do everything from quoting to onboarding to ongoing support, self-service, billing, e-learning, everything in one customer journey in a totally new way. So we're bringing that to the existing customer base, and of course that is also part of our offering for new customers. And I would say that the unique thing with Destiny for Service Providers is that we can deliver everything, of course, in a more traditional way, like buying a software. But we can also, and what we're doing as the main focus is to deliver this as a service, where we're actually running the services, taking care of everything from maintenance and all this the boring stuff, but delivering everything as a service for service providers, just to actually do the smack on a label and connect to internal systems and billing systems, and then off you go. I would say that we are quite far ahead from our competitors, and also what we see out there is that the ones that we are competing with, not only are they missing that kind of setup, but also, of course, we have a very flexible business model where we are our customers and our potential customers are able to own their own customers, and in a way that I would say that a few of the big American players might not be able to offering. So we are there for the service providers, not vice versa.
Fantastic. And for anyone looking for more information from Destiny for Service Providers, you can visit their content hub at UC Summit 2022. Jump on there, there's lots of information, and you can get in touch with Destiny. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for today, Mattias, but thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks, Rob. Been a pleasure.
And thanks to everyone for watching. If you've enjoyed today's update, there's lots more to explore at UC Summit this year. And don't forget to follow the big UC Update hashtag on social. I'm Rob Scott from UC Today. Thanks for watching.